I think I just quit thinking.
My vision, my thinking, my memory become crystal clear.
You must have been misdiagnosed. You didn't have Alzheimer's because you got well.
I can think, I can function, and I feel at peace.
Experts declare that Alzheimer's has no cure. The truth is, in many cases, there is a cure, but most people don't know about it. Hard to believe? We have proof. I'm Alan Scott Douglas.
And I'm Patricia Tomowski. We found dozens of people across the country with Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia who got their minds back. So we decided to make a documentary film. We need your help to finish the film and tell the world. Here is some of our footage.
I had no mind. I couldn't process anything, and my retention was 1.5 seconds. Disability was given to me within 2 hours. The assessment was made. I failed every test, and my IQ was 57. I was mildly retarded.
I remember one day that I needed to go to a job site over by the Astrodome in Houston, and I couldn't go because I couldn't put together in my mind the roads I needed to take to get there.
It was very confusing. And you think you're saying the right thing, and later somebody that knows you will tell you that what you said really wasn't so good.
Prior to the visit, they had her on Namenda, which is an Alzheimer's drug, which actually made her worse. She had already become somewhat better from the coconut oil therapy.
It was getting worse. And he was asking me the same question over and over again, and I'd answer him and I'd say, Tom, don't you remember you just asked me that? And then he went to the doctor and had a CAT scan, and it showed he had early Alzheimer's.
There are a whole host of brain diseases that are linked to mercury epidemiologically. Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, ALS, MS, autism, and acrodynia are all brain diseases, and that they're all linked to mercury.
Many patients come into me and say, well, my other dentist said there's no research, there's no science behind the problem with mercury fillings. They say there's nothing wrong with it. The ADA has proof that it's safe. Well, the real truth is there is no proof of safety.
Those that were on the highest dose of thyroid was the ones that had the improvement of memory, improvement of cognition, improvement of well-being.
This time I became a 13-year-old high school student, and I did not know my wife again. This time I retrograded 48 years of my life. My entire adult life had been eradicated. I said, I don't care what any of you guys say. That was a drug reaction, and it was due to my Lipitor, and this is what triggered my research into the statin drug use.
Basically, I'm speaking to two audiences. One is people in the streets, people at the grassroots level, who have the power to reverse Alzheimer's disease in their own homes, on their own, without their need of medical assistance. But the second group I'm talking to are the medical doctors and the scientists who have the power to study this, have the power to facilitate the process and aid their patients in overcoming Alzheimer's disease. And so that's why my PowerPoint presentations are so technical and so scientific, is because I want these people to understand the realities, that there's science underneath this approach.
It's been a great story to have my mother back, and people are, all her family and friends are saying the same thing. Geez, Lorraine, you're back.
I started to think again, and I started to be able to write again. And
after the supplementation, my brain woke up.
After about 3 months, I started noticing clearing of my mind.
When Alzheimer's started on me, I didn't go to the doctors with it. My mother went to the doctors, and they never even slowed it down. And luckily, I was able to do it.
It was just like watching a dead flower, get watered and start to come back. And my brain just came back.
When he got better, it was such a relief. I had my husband back.
According to science, I shouldn't be here. I'm privileged to be alive every day and enjoy life.